Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Kaiserreich, Legacy of the Weltkrieg, with your host, Romulus. And at this juncture in time, as I like to call it, there is not much left to do. United States of America's fracture of itself, losing its southwest states to the Mexicans, and the entire west coast is still not rejoin the Union, but instead has become a conglomerate of states, 3 states who are independent of the federal government, probably promoting some sort of business-like society. And our last, sorry, excuse me, pardon me. Sorry, my throat was a little dry. Our last enemy that remains to be fought would have to be the Japanese Empire, which now stretches to most of Siberia. And I know last time I said I was going to charge through the Don Kuban and Turkestan to just steamroll Siberia, Mongolia, Transumarians, basically Eurasia. But I think I'm going to go with a different approach. I think I'm going to charge straight through Russia. Yep. Yes, 60 divisions. Surely this will not be any problem whatsoever. With the support of the English, the Kingdom of England, with Her Majesty Elizabeth II taking the throne at about 13 years of age. The Kingdom of Wales and the Kingdom of Scotland, both underneath the banner of the German Empire. The Imperial German Army, which has yet to be faulted in any battle, well, in any war, will storm across Europe, storm across the steppes of Russia, storm across the forests of Siberia, the mountains of Siberia, across the Urals, storm into Siberia, Transumar, and crush the Japanese Empire once and for all. Okay, but then there is the Austrians, who I still have to worry about. Maybe I could bring the Italian Federation into my alliance. 0% chance. Well, can I bring them? They are too isolationist. I cannot bring the Netherlands into our alliance. What about... They are also isolationists? Are you serious? Sweden and the Netherlands are both isolationist. Okay, so I guess I can't bring them into Middle Europa. Vienna is cowering with their empire, unable to keep it under wraps, sticking with the status quo. They once again cannot handle their empire that they worked so hard to keep that I will end up having to take from them myself. Germany's not that warlike now, are we? Are we? I'm not sure. Okay, so I am going to go away from recording for a bit while I reorganize the Imperial Army along the Russian border. Okay, see you then. Okay, the army is reorganized. The Imperial Army is marching, strategically redeploying, I should say, to the border with the Ruskies. About 60 divisions ready to storm across the Russian border. However, I'm not sure how the Ukrainians will actually be able to withstand. The Polish are not at war with the, are any in alliance with the Russians. So I would like to keep this army here just as a precaution. So in total we have about 70. Oops, let's take out that. Here we go. In total we have about 74 divisions ready to just destroy our enemies. The Imperial Army makes up about 74 divisions, and they will be tested once more against the Russian Empire. Well, they're not too much of an empire anymore, more just Russia. perhaps we should wait until... Well, these are going to be done for a while, and these are going to be done February 19th. These Marines will be done August 6th. We don't need any supplies anymore. Reinforcements are not a necessity as of now. We may just want to work on consumer goods for a bit until about February, I believe 19th, right? Yes, February 19th. Okay. Let's bring this up to... There we go. Oops, a little too much. Perfect. And we're off. So consumer goods fly by. Then again, we can just invest in research and infrastructure to get rid of the dissent. And there you have it. It's all gone. We have far too much money. It'll take us 230 days to develop these infantry divisions. It's a bit too long for my taste. However, it will be very helpful to deal with the Russians. So let's put about 9. About rows of, so I mean, 0 runs about 2. Perfect. Let's pull some out of consumer goods. Put it into about even. There it is. And all that's left to wait is 2 months. Which is extremely fast, and yes it is. Troops are still getting bombed by them. Oh, well, Anthony Fokker has died. The famous Dutch aircraft designer died today from meningitis. He was just 49 years old, became well known during the Weltkrieg by designing aircraft for the German Luftstreitkräfte. This included the Fokker DRI triplane, a favorite airplane of Manfred von Richthofen. After the Weltkrieg, his Fokker Werk GmbH, which included a Dutch branch, kept on designing planes for the Luftstreitkräfte. Fokker's chief designer, Willy Messerschmitt, will replace him as CEO. Farewell to the Flying Dutchman. Now that is a shame. Speaking of which, just influence Dutch. Maybe we can... Nope, can't bring them any further to isolation as they are content with not joining our alliance. Speaking of which, it's barely 1939, and we already destroyed our major enemies. Where are we actually... We're actually wasting a good amount of industrial capacity. Which is never good. Never good indeed. Come on. And... almost... There we go. Reinforcements are not needed right now. Just put it all into consumer goods, where we can have a good base of money that we can use to fund projects that will lower our dissent. Not to mention work off the dissent that we're about to get for declaring war on the Russians. For declaring war on the Ruskies. Those evil Ruskies. And their social democratic ways. They are far too left for us to just leave be. Not to mention the Kaiser has imperial objectives in his mind, mainly making an empire out of Europe and reclaiming, well, not necessarily reclaiming, more like installing the throne of St. Peter, making a German the Tsar of Russia. And only then will, under Hohenzollern might and German, I don't know, what would you call it? German, I don't even know what you'd call it. German grit, German might, with the German fist, will the Russians fall in line. And not rebel against their masters anymore. Ever again! As for the Ruskies, I don't think I'm going to balkanize them, because there really is nothing to balkanize. Oh, we can't move forward in central planning. apparently. So let's move one more to open society. And let's keep on moving more towards democratic. I guess it's not making sense that a delegation from Plata. A group of Platinian politicians and businessmen have arrived today in Berlin. They wanted the support of our government, convincing our industrialists to fund new factories in their country. Sure, invest in them. Speaking of La Plata, the Brazilians are catching up with them in terms of industrial capacity. They may not survive an incursion. Well, they do have a insane alliance with the Peruvians, Chileans. However, it will be interesting fight. That's for damn sure. Against the Venezuelans. The Venezuelan, the triple alliance between the Brazilians, Bolivians, and Venezuelans against the triple alliance of the La Platans, Chileans, and Peruvians. Now that will be an interesting fight for sure. As for the Ecuadorians, Colombians, they are content with their isolationism, as more and more Japanese fighters and bombers just keep on annoying the shit out of us. We've lost a couple islands to the Japanese. Not too many, however, not too many. We still hold Indochina, and we still hold quite a lot of the Malaysian. I don't know. What do I call it? The Malacca? What is this? What is this called? Yeah, the Malacca Peninsula. This place right here. What? Oh, right. I never annexed Malaysia. Apparently, really. Now that is insane. Well, this all belongs to me now. Haha. Take that, you Japanese imperialist bastards. I did manage to strengthen my ally. As for these Bartine communists, they will be dealt with swiftly. Who makes up the International? No one anymore. Because they are all dead. Dead. Dead as dead can be. Whoa. They are right outside of Beijing. That is not good. Come on, Ching. Get your head back in the game. Come on. Let's go. Time. Looks like we're trading tech with our allies, our puppets. Barely 1940. Constantly getting bombed by these Japanese planes from Taiwan, Formosa, as it is called. And there goes India, fallen to the communists. Now that is not good. Not good at all. Huh. India is now a hole of festering communist thought, which will not look good for the Kaiser's imperial plans, as our colonies there, namely Ceylon, are in danger of communist uprisal. And there is our first dedicated panzer divisions, ready to storm across the front. No longer will war be stationary. It shall be dedicated to speed. Speed and speed alone. The war shall begin. As soon as these guys get up to strength. Wow, that is a lot of organization. National Radio was released. And the war shall begin March 6th. Goodbye, Russians. You were very interesting to stay alive. But your use to the Kaiser has finally been... I don't know. Your use is no longer used. Charge straight through. for these guys, split them up. Oops. Which isn't usually the best idea, but it is when you overwhelm the enemy. And, 10th anniversary of the death of Chancellor von Tirpitz. Is the 10th anniversary of the death of the Great Chancellor. As the 8th Chancellor and Commander of the German Navy, Tirpitz initiated the Golden Age of the post-Weltkrieg Germany and its development as the world's first superpower. What a giant he was! As you can see, we are stomping the, I wouldn't call it an army, but a group of peasants. A group of peasants and their guns. They flatter themselves by thinking they have an army. This is an army. The weight of thousands of German tanks will fall upon them. And they will be surely and swiftly assimilated into the Reich. The Second Reich. That's for damn sure. And the Turkestans seem to overestimate their position. The Turks seem to think that they have a chance of perhaps seizing some land from the Russians. Surely they are too demented to even think that they will make any sort of gains. As soon as we get to Kiev, we're going to help the armored column. Armored column will break through their lines. Break through their lines and march straight to Moscow. Straight to Moskva, to damn sure. And the Russians falter under German arms. Yup. 2,000, 3,000, 10,000. Well, actually, it was only 1,000. I remember I actually played the World War I scenario on Dark Star Full and managed to get above 10 million casualties on all sides put together. Which is kind of amazing, as you can see that only the Commune France only lost 1 million men, while the Germans, our empires, only lost 1 million, less than 1.3 million. Yeah, that's not bad. The Russians are constantly losing more men, and they will lose more men more and more often. Apparently we lost? What? Is this nonsense about losing? We don't know what that means. This is the dedicated armor. We won't overstretch ourselves. These guys will move forward. Seize Petrograd. And the people who have no mission set will march into Luga. Quite a little bit of a bulge here, formed by us. Move up, tanks. Move up. We're gonna move to Reshev. Actually, let's stay here. Can easily crush them. Petrograd will fall to the Germans. Let's move up this way. Oops. Victory. Victory. The glorious German army, the Second Reich, which expands across all of Europe, all of Western Europe, will destroy the notion of... I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what we're destroying. We're just imperialists right now. I want to put Hohenzollern on the Russian throne. Apparently, what was that? Was it the Platons? Apparently lost against the Russians. And the Great South American War, well, I guess you could say the third one, has begun. The might of the the Democrats, and the, I don't know what it would say, just the alliance of the South American the anti-syndicalist pact in South America must win this. If not, then we will have to take matters into our own hands. Press censorship. Went authoritarian. No, thank you. Although we will invest while we are at war. That's the beauty of the Reich. The beauty. It's pushing straight through. Petrograd will fall. They will fall, and they will fall hard. So very hard. And attack. They will attack as well. Well, actually, let's just support the attack. Yeah, we're not gonna win that. We will win this though. Move these guys over to Reshev. Move these guys over to Borovich. These guys are going up. These guys are going up as well. With all those people going up, move these guys down and go. We lost in Klinsky. New leader traits. We wanted Vyazma, Roslov, and we got basic heavy tanks. Beautiful. Let's work on tank destroyer. Actually, let's work on anti-tank rounds. Actually, let's work on something more important, which would be artillery. We don't want to be behind any techs. Loads of, and there you go. The siege of Petrograd is beginning. So much death, so little time. The Russian Navy will be ousted from port. Where is my Reich float? Wait, I lost my last carrier. That's right, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Yep, that's right. I have no more carriers anywhere. Completely, totally forgot about that. Right. What is the matter with me? I so dumb. Push. And we got a new tech, which was land doctrine. Let's work to conf group. And looks like Petrograd is still surrounded. And they will continue to fight until they are all dead. Group dispersal, I believe that is a naval doctrine. Yes, it is. Massive strike now. Let's work on that. That would be best for that one. Wow, there's spread out between a lot of people. Okay, who is our most talented one in that field? Looks like it would be Friedrich Krupp, Germania Wolf. One in Reshev, destroying them at every point. And moving to Klinsky again. Just keep on trying. Oh shit, defending actually. 12 divisions. Oh wow, what are these guys doing? These guys are gonna seize the there. Unless I'll split them up, send 4 to where, or to where? I don't know, I think it's to where, something. And Petrograd has seemingly once has repelled our assault. What is this nonsense? This nonsense of Petrograd. Oh god. Oh wait, was that La Plata? What has La Plata done? They annexed Bolivia. Oh ho ho! Looks like we're actually winning. Well, not we're. Our cause. Which is the anti-communist cause. Anti-syndicalist cause. sick. And yeah, we lost in Petrograd. So many deaths. So much death. So many deaths. Loads of deaths. Once again, the troops in Flanders Wallonia seem to must really care about the Netherlands a lot if they're worried about some sort of invasion from them. Looks like we've left our natural borders and managed to actually push into the Russians really hard. Really hard. Tsarinsky was lost a long time ago. Tsarinsky. What am I thinking of? Maybe that actually isn't a place, which would make loads of sense. We're actually pushing the Belarusians. Ooh, that's a lot of death. Vyazma. So much death. So much death. There. Soon as these... Which is actually going to be done next? Actually, we're apparently running out of... I see. Oops. Which doesn't make any sense because we were actually flying earlier. We still don't need any supplies whatsoever, and I totally forgot about reinforcements. Oh wow. Oh wow. That is so stupid of me. How dumb of me. You carry air groups. Let's work on actual fighters now. Seemingly multi-role. Farben industry is finished. Let's work on vehicles. Would be good with that. Ah, we go. Down there, Benz. Perfect. Perfect. Citizency for the Baltic. May they find wealth there. And what was that? Apparently we lost somewhere. I didn't care. Just actually look. Oh well. We lost somewhere. Doesn't matter because we won everywhere. Oh great. Send these cavalry divisions in there. And they were destroyed. Destroyed ever more. Ooh, shit! 29,000 dead. 29,000 lay dead in the fields of Russia. Now that is sad. So very sad. Sad, sad, sad. Wonder if we have to actually push into Kuybyshev. Or maybe we actually have to push all the way to Kazan. All the way into the Urals. Because Moskva is right here. Moskva. Moscow. The gates of Moscow. St. Petersburg. Petrograd, I should say. Still a thorn in the Imperial Army's side. They've still not fallen since this war began back in... I don't even know when this war began. I think it was back in March? March 6th. This war's been going on for a month already. Now, isn't that a shame? Move into there. 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 Move there. Move there. Actually, they move there. You guys move there. And we shall watch the tide. The German tide just keep on going. And the Belarusians were apparently cut off. Okay, apparently war hero fucking generic events. Ah! Bastards! Bastards of their generic events. Oh wait, I have money. I can invest into things and lose the cent. Ooh, 1.4 million already lie dead for the German Reich. For the Imperial Army. We've already lost 1 million men. As soon as these guys gather their strength again, we're gonna press down. Western Russia is almost ours. All that's left is Siberia. What would I call this? Siberia? I think it's like, what? The steppes of Russia now? Yeah, these are like all the steppes right here. Plains, steppes of Russia. Yep. And then here are the Urals. cutting off Siberia and the actual Russians. Siberian autonomous. They want that autonomy so bad. They're gonna have to fight German arms for it. Now's the time to press. Press good. How's this battle going? Very good. We actually matched them. Oh, Piotr Engel. Field Marshal Regel, the greatest white general in the Russian army. And the line collapses. Ouch. The Russians can't even defend their homeland. That is a shame. A shame, indeed. The German army marches forward constantly, not giving a single inch, paving the way to Moscow with the dead of the Russians. I wonder if I should actually surround Moscow. Nah. Move straight in there. Support the attack. Attack Ryazan. Actually, attack there. Attack there. Actually, well, I thought that was a border, but I guess not. Well, yeah, just go this way. Move southward from there. Just go straight from there. Move into there, and move into there. Move into Ivano. We're actually spreading out a little bit too much, so let's head north from there. If this army wasn't entangled at Petrograd, we could seize the northern areas. But they are. Moscow has fallen. The garrison, and there you go. Moscow belongs to the German Reich. The German Reich Empire. Well, German Reich Empire. Reich means empire, I believe. So does the German Empire Empire. Haha. Peace. What is this peace that you speak of? We won't stop until we put a Hohenzollern on your throne. We won't stop until we push into Siberia either. Looks like the Don Kuban, the Cossacks, trying to form a little empire for themselves in Central Asia. Well, Central Asia. Wonder how far we have to go. The Russians are still falling. The Russians are trying their hardest to repel the Germans, but they will unfortunately fail. Probably need Petrograd, which is slowly being destroyed. Wow, 70,000. I wonder if this battle's already exceeded 100,000 deaths in total. Yep. Oh wow. So much death. 83,000 Russians died defending Petrograd. Now that is a number to think about. Yep. There goes Petrograd. Moving to Archangelisk. Archangelisk. I don't know. Moving to Saransk. Okay, I guess it's too early to move to Saransk. Push. Where's the rest of the army? Did I split them off that bad? What? I think they're all down here. Yep. Rommel is living in Potsdam, managing their museum there, after he was a conducted war hero in the First Weltkrieg. Oh, Jesus Christ, I got a Steam message. Okay, be right back.